Hello dear students, this is the second video of this week, class 8, chapter number 8, networking concept. And this is the seventh video of this chapter. You can see in the previous class, I have discussed about classification of networks based on the basis of their architecture. And it can be classified into two types. First is the client-server network and second is the peer-to-peer network. I've discussed these things and I've also discussed its advantages and disadvantages. In the case of client and server network, you have to spend a lot of money, whereas in the case of peer-to-peer network, it is less expensive in comparison to client-server model. In case of client-server network, only one computer can be server or more than one computer can be server and the rest computers are the client computers. But in the case of peer-to-peer network, no computer is the server, no computer is the server, and all the computers can work individually. They can share the data as well as hardware resources. Now, coming to this topic, today we will discuss classification of networks based on the basis of topology. So again, computer networks can be classified on the basis of topology. And it can be of the following types, which is given in your book. First is the bus topology, second is the ring topology, third is star topology, fourth is mesh topology, and fifth is tree topology. So we have already discussed that the classification of computer networks. Computer networks can be classified based on the following criteria. First, on the area they are covering, which has been discussed. Second one, on the basis of their architecture, which I have discussed in the previous class. And third, computer networks can be classified on the basis of topology. So today I will discuss its classification on the basis of topology. This is the classification of computer networks based on the area they cover. It is of the following types: PAN, CAN, LAN, MAN, and WAN. Then second one, networks. Computer networks can be classified on the basis of architecture, and it can be of the following types: client server network and peer-to-peer network. Then third one, classification of networks based on the basis of topology, and it is of the following types. So we will discuss one by one. So first, coming to the bus topology. Bus networks use a common backbone to connect all devices. A single cable called the backbone functions as a shared communication medium that devices attach or tap into with an interface connector. And this kind of topology is normally used for small devices. In this network, actually a common backbone is connected to all the devices. You can see this is the main wire through which all the devices are connected. Okay. And when this wire breaks, there is a disconnection between the networks. So you can see the next point. You this type of topology can be used for a small network. If your network is very big, so you cannot take the risk. If the wire is broken, then it will stop working. Your network can be disconnected. So this type of topology can be used for small networks only. Next point, the advantage of bus topology is that the amount of cable required is less. but the entire network is dependent on the bus backbone. There is the great advantage of bus topology, that the network cable requirement is very less, but the network is dependent on the bus backbone. All the network is dependent on the single wire, single backbone of the wire. Understood? Now you can see this its picture. This is the picture of a bus topology in which four computers are connected through a single wire. Now coming to the ring topology. In ring topology, all the computers and other devices are connected to each other in a closed circle, and there is no central server machine. There is no central server machine. Instead, each machine is connected to two other machines. You can see its picture. This is the picture of a ring topology in which one computer, or you can say one machine, is connected to the other two machines. Okay, and it is in the form of a circle. It is in the form of a ring. That's why it is known as ring topology. One server is connected to the other servers. Okay, and if this pattern breaks, if this connection breaks, there is no connection between others computer. Okay, the network discontinued. If the pattern breaks, the network discontinued. You can see next point. In this topology, data are transmitted in one direction only, and the disadvantage of ring network is that the breakdown of any one computer on a ring can disable the entire system or network. If there is a breakdown of any one computer on the ring, the network can disable the entire system, or it can disable the entire network. Again, expansion to the network can also cause network disruption. If you want to expand this network, you cannot expand. There will be a disruption to all the networks if you want to expand this system. So no expansion can be possible in this system. Now coming to next one, that is the star topology. This is very important, children. In a star topology, all the computers in the network are connected by cables to a central device known as the server. Server is the central device which attaches all the client's computer. The server is connected with the other computers, and the server controls all the functions of the network. You can see this is the picture of a star topology. The middle computer is the server, and it is connected to all the different computers, and this server controls all the client's computers, or you can say this server computer controls all the other computers which is connected in this network. Next point, any information which has to be transferred from one computer to another on the network has to go through the server machine. In this system, suppose system number one wants to transfer the data to system number two. So it cannot directly transfer the data. The system number one will send the data to the server, and the server will transfer the data to system number two. Understood? Now, next point, the central node controls all the activities of the nodes. The failure in one of the terminals does not affect any other terminal. However, the failure of the central hub affects all the terminals. So in this type of star topology, if one system fails, there is no effect on the other system. But if the central server fails, all the systems are affected. Okay. Now the last point, it is expensive to install as it requires more cables. you can see there needs a lots of cable, so it is very expensive to install. But once you install, you can use this type of topology for sharing of data as well as hardware resources in a very good manner. And nowadays, most of the internet or most of the networks based on the star topology. This is the picture of a star topology. Okay, this central hub connects all the systems together, and this is called star topology. Now, in the next class, we will discuss about mesh topology. Okay, now coming, you can see the pictures on the internet of a star topology. These types of topologies are used nowadays for giving connections in the offices or for network connection in an organization. Okay, this type of topology is also used on online examination center, where there is a switch which is attached to all the computers in a network. Okay, in you can say all the computers, all the clients computers are attached to this star topology, are attached in a star topology on the online examination center, and there is also a server which controls all the computers. Okay children, I think you have understood all the topics. In the next class I will discuss about mesh topology, so you should study nicely at your home. Okay children, thanks for watching this video.